So this headline here: Oscar Mayer may offer NASA a Wiener Mobile to transport moon astronauts. Okay,
that's some good news on that front.
So wait a second, I gotta read it. Oscar Mayer may offer NASA a Wiener Mobile to transport moon astronauts. So the astronauts are going to drive around in the Wiener Mobile?
On the moon.
On the moon, they're going to drive around in a Wiener Mobile. I think so. I think that's what they're saying here.
Well, yeah. I think the implication here is, this is a poorly written headline, NASA always usually it's an airstream to transport astronauts from the facilities to the launch pad. So I think the implication here is that you could use the Wiener Mobile to drive them to the launch pad.
The super duper weenie wagon.
It's the super duper weenie wagon.
Yes, they'll take Guy Fieri. He'll drive them, but they'll drive the Wiener Mobile with the astronauts on board right into the space shuttle or the spacecraft, and they'll just launch in the Wiener Mobile up into space.
Yeah,
and then when they get into space, you have this cool footage of a Wiener Mobile landing on the moon.
I like that. There they go,
That's the sound.
Super duper weenie.
Someday in the hopefully not too distant future, NASA's next moonbound astronauts will catch a ride to the launch pad to board their Orion spaceship atop a massive SLS rocket. Oscar Mayer, the food company known for hot dogs, would like to offer a bold and dignified vehicle to take them there. The Wiener Mobile.
The super duper weenie wagon.
Bunch of freaking nerds. Wiener Mobile nerds.
NASA's actually looking for something
a little less dignified.
Yeah.
How just a straight up penis mobile?
They're going to drive around in the Batmobile to get there. The original 1960s Adam West Batmobile. Like half of them will pile in there, and then the other half will be in the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Didn't like George Barris build that out of like an old Lincoln that he cut the top off of?
I'd dig one. So
wait, the Batmobile or the Wiener Mobile?
Both.
Or
I
both.
think either.
Yeah,
I don't have a car right now. My wife and I share a car, so if I can get the Weenie wagon, I would drive it. I thought
you had a 1992 Plymouth Laser.
It's being worked on, Gretchen. It's up on cinder blocks. Okay,
not reliable. It's not reliable like a Wiener Mobile.
It's got severe body damage. So they put out the call last week for commercial providers to chime in on possible replacements for the shiny Astrovan that once moved the shuttle astronauts the 9 miles. They had an Astrovan, like a Chevy Astrovan?
It was not a Chevy Astrovan, no.
They need to get like...
If you look, I'll get a picture of it, but I believe it was an Airstream.
We could pile them in. This is what we need the 1992 Plymouth Laser to pile all these astronauts in to the two-door Plymouth Laser.
Here's their Astrovan. Tell me which is less dignified, this or the Wiener Mobile?
Oh, Jesus. I mean, we're looking at is basically like, it's like a 1970s, like almost like RV, right?
It is a 1983 Airstream Excella Astrovan.
Look at that guy.
I mean, it looks pretty nice.
At least use the one from Stripes. That one was cooler.
I have heard they've had some major problems getting that thing started. I mean, it's old. It's I do have some audio of them.
Do you have audio of them going out and starting it the morning of?
Yeah, I have some audio of them trying to get to the launch pad. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. I think they have problems with this thing. Problem is they don't know how to drive this thing. They always flood the engine, and sometimes you just gotta.
They have to run some jumper cables out to the rocket to get a start.
Hey, Buzz, Aldrin, get the jumper cables, bring it out here.
Give me a push.
I think.
What did you do?
Yeah, Buzz, just get in back and start pushing, pal. I'm gonna pop the clutch, and then it's gonna go. Oh my God!
We're supposed to park it on a hill at night so we can roll start it in the morning.
And we can spend billions of dollars on space vehicles, but we can't get a brand new battery in this thing. Oh, that's good. We can get that launch battery.
I just love the mental image of all the press there waiting for the astronauts to come out, and there's two NASA techs sweating around the corners trying to jumpstart the.
We left the lights on overnight. The battery's drained. We can't even get to the launch pad. Calling the Wiener Mobile. It's the only way we're gonna get there. Thank God for Oscar Mayer.
Thank God we had that Wiener Mobile in reserve. Does the Wiener Mobile play music as it drives? Because that would be best. Like the ice cream song.
I think so. I think they planned the Oscar Mayer Wiener,
the hot dog song,
the Oscar Mayer music.
Oh, I wish it was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. That one.
Yeah, that's all it plays in there at
nonstop
at
and
enough volume.
It cannot be turned off.
No, it can't. It has to go like it's so loud to compete with the rocket thrust, which is like some of the loudest. Yeah, this is.
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer Wiener.
That's awful. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Blah blah blah.
It goes on to say NASA's gearing up for its crewed Artemis missions with the intention of returning humans to the moon. Proposal should be unique, embrace new technology, and visually embody Artemis to the public. NASA said, "Okay,
it's bullshit."
They want to. So they're referring to this as Artemis. That's is that the mission to the moon is called Artemis?
I guess so. Or is that the space vehicle? Because I thought it was the Orion space vehicle, but maybe Artemis is like the overall series, like I don't know. What is it?
So, well, Artemis is if I'm getting this right, if I remember correctly, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt, which is Diana in Roman mythology. So do they want somebody that just looks like a woman with a bow and arrow, and they want that is it like a parade float, and they want that to drive around in? They're like, look, it's Artemis. This doesn't make any sense, NASA.
It's
Who
not
wrote
clear.
This?
He goes on to say, I'm not sure that the Wienermobile quite embodies the Artemis spirit of lunar exploration, full of courage and space adventure. It embodies a hot dog full of beef. I say bullshit. This is an American company. I say, how dare you say this about Oscar Mayer? They're an American company, as far as I know, and it's hot dogs are American. And
Oscar Mayer, you eat our sausages.
Is Oscar Mayer? Are they German?
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oscar
NASA
Mayer
was started by
was.
Nazi scientists from Germany.
Yeah, maybe that all makes sense then.
So let's. I mean, either way, it's a win-win.
Founded by German immigrant Oscar Mayer from Germany.
Okay.
Began working at a meat market in Detroit, Michigan, and later Chicago. Eventually worked at NASA, went to the moon, and ate sausages. So yeah. So it would make sense. Why not? Let's have a German Wiener wagon made by Mercedes, and they can take our Nazi-founded NASA to the moon. Why not?
It's the super duper weenie wagon.
Super duper weenie. Welcome to Flavor Town.
By the way, if they're not happy with the Wienermobile, Oscar Mayer does also make Lunchables. So maybe they make a Lunchable themed vehicle.
So this isn't the first attempt by Oscar Mayer to get into the space game. It jumped on the Blue Origin's dong rocket meme bandwagon when Amazon billionaire Jeff Bezos flew to suborbital space back in July, tweeting a photo of the Wienermobile rocketing off this rock. So I like that Oscar Mayer is getting into the meme game and really sticking it to Jeff Bezos. Whoever's running their Twitter campaign is doing a good job over there.
They're better at it than NASA is, apparently.
Look at that. There it is. There goes the super duper weenie wagon. It's fantastic.
I wonder if NASA's ever taken like Lunchables into space. That seems like a NASA food, right?
A Lunchable? I would say so. When was the last time you had a Lunchable?
When I was in space, I guess so.
Yeah, okay. I don't know when the last time I've seen a Lunchable or have tasted or touched a Lunchable.
Are you 12? Because probably not recently.
I don't even think Lunchables were around when I was in school to eat Lunchables.
I remember Lunchables in junior high, and I'm older than you are.
Fuck that. I didn't have Lunchables.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Look at this shit.
Just because your family couldn't afford a Lunchable, Mike. Come on.
I would not. I think I'm not that poor, you know. I think we had like the capability to buy Lunchables.
It's crackers. It's a Ritz cracker, old cheese, and expired meat that they couldn't sell otherwise.
Oh, that's what they were? Then I had a lot of those. That's all I had.
Introduced 1988, and went nationally in 1989. So
Yeah, that's all I had then. Yeah, I thought Lunchables were something like you peel back the foil and it reveals like some sort of sandwich or something like that.
no, that's called a sandwich.
Okay. Well,
Lunchables were the weird little crackers with a tiny piece of meat and the really weird cheese, and there was always like a little thing of like, here's a thimble full of mustard.
yes, I had those all the time for breakfast, lunch, and dinnerables, I guess. I had them all the time.
Yeah, you were only supposed to have Lunchables at lunch. The fact that you were eating Lunchables for breakfastables and dinnerables, it's not acceptable.
They were snackables for me. Yeah.
What do we want?
Lunchables.
Lunchables.
When do we want it?
Breakfast and lunch.
For
and
lunch.
probably dinner if I'm watching cartoons after school. Darkwing Duck's on.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is on. Where's my Lunchables?
Yeah.
What do we want?
Sweet potato poon.
If you got it. If you happen to have some sweet potato poon laying around, we'll take that.
That's a terrible lunch.
I don't think they have that in a Lunchable, though.
Sweet potato poon Lunchable. Go back. It's just mixed up sweet potatoes and mashed with whipped cream on top. Like, there you go. That's what it is.
So since we're talking about space, I have this space story here, and this is William Shatner is going to space at age 90.
Wow.
Welcome.
Well, at this point, let Shatner do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think just leave him up there.
Shatner's 90? Really?
The guy looks great for 90. He looks amazing. I mean, yeah, he's probably got some hair work done. He had some surgery done, no doubt about that. But he looks amazing for 90.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of him recently because I can't tell if these
Look at
pictures are
that
recent or
greasy
not.
lawyer.
The legendary Star Trek actor is set to become the oldest person ever to venture into space next month. According to reports, Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, will be one of the passengers aboard the next civilian flight of Jeff Bezos's cock rocket, New Shepard spacecraft, when it launches in October.
I'm never sure if that's actually in the story, if that's you throwing it in there.
Kirk here. Spock here.
Like previous flights in July, of which Bezos himself was a part, the launch will see Shatner and his fellow passengers reach the edge of space on a trip that will last only around 15 minutes. Is he going up there with like Mark Hamill, like from different movies? You know, I'm going up there with Luke Skywalker.
They're finally going to settle the Star Trek versus Star Wars debate, but they're going to do it in space.
That's right.
Go away.
I'd pay to see that.
Take up the guy who played Buck Rogers, maybe Ming the
Gil
Merciless.
Gerard.
Yeah, get him on there. Then the guys from
Ming the Merciless was Max von Sydow in the movie.
Maybe the
Why do I
guys
know this shit? But I did.
said
Well, we better blow whatever's down there before it blows
That's
us.
Mark Singer from V.
from V. Yeah, put them on the same in the same capsule as Shatner. Let him fart it up in there. I'm sure at age 90, Captain Kirk's very gassy. He probably has like diarrhea 48 times a week.
Well, as you go into space,
He's gonna have space diarrhea.
Well, I was like, say that it's going to be gas. The pressure in the rocket cabin is going to change. So I don't know, maybe gassy for everybody. I don't know.
They're going to send up George Takei, Sulu, but he's far too gassy. He can't go up there.
He's like, I'm not allowed to.
He's
That's won't let me
just
near
too
space.
gassy. I gas up every cabin I'm in.
My doctor says I can't go above 8,000 feet.
If he does go, the Star Trek veteran will become the oldest person in history to venture into space. There are rumors that a documentary will be filmed of the event. However, Discovery allegedly rejected the concept, and Shatner's team is now looking for an alternative channel to pick up the project. Doesn't Shatner have enough money just to film it himself?
Also, who at Discovery would say no? Hey, we're going to send Captain Kirk into space. Do you want to film it? Nah, we're busy that day.
Oh, there he goes.
Name what you were doing that's better than that, Discovery, because it's not.
Yeah,
Discovery. Remember, they used to be like, it's all science and facts, and now it's just like, here's random shit on TV. So
they don't care.
What is on Discovery? Let's find out.
Science.
Non-stop science on Discovery.
Science.
Let's see. So the current record holder for the oldest person in space is 82-year-old aviation pioneer Wally Funk, who joined Bezos during the Blue Origin giant penis rocket launch on the previous flight in July. Okay. Wally Funk. That's a crazy name. I love that name. Wally Funk. Okay.
What is this shit? Not like the Disney cartoon, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, it is. No, not Wall-E, no. That's it. Okay, well, congratulations to Shatner. I heard he's a real pain in the ass to work with, but God bless him. He's one of my favorite captains. Not my favorite captain, but one of them. He ranks up there. He's a...
So, on the Star Trek sets, Shatner was notorious for kind of taking over and like becoming director until he eventually just started directing the films.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to try to do the same thing on this one? He's going to start backseat driving, and eventually there's going to give up and have to let him be in charge of the mission.
I think they'll let him drive the super duper Weenie Mobile.
Drive the Weenie Mobile to the launch pad.
Shatner, you can drive the Weenie Mobile. We'll compromise with you.
When he doesn't show because he's out back trying to get it jump started.
The super duper weenie wagon.
Shatner, go pull around the Weenie Wagon. Pick up Sulu and Mark Hamill. They're going with you. Oh, and Mark Singer too. I forgot about him. I think that's all the space news I got.
I have space news. Do you want actual space news? Like no shit space news?
Yeah, give me some no shit space news before we get out of here.
All right.
The marinade comes through. The little piece of pineapple on top is key.
All right.
You can hear that guy's like spit coming out of his mouth when he's talking. All right, there you go. That's actual space news.
Actual space news.
Give us an email at ourbigdumbmouth@gmail.com. Check out obdmpod.com for all the social media and donation links. Be a part of the magic.